What's up, everyone? How y'all doing? We're back. We're back again. It's Thursday. Hello, my little mandus. I got a Instagram reply from a friend of mine from college, and she said that it was a missed opportunity to say hello, my little mandudes, which I thought was hilarious. Maybe it's a dad in me, but that's hilarious. We're making beef noodle soup. We have everything out here. I'll use this pressure cooker here. It's all gonna be done in this pressure cooker, start to finish. I think, besides maybe the noodles, but everything will be done in here. So I have this on right now. My first time actually using a pressure cooker for anything that's not rice, so I'm a little nervous, but it should be fine. I already have this working, but I want to show y'all. I want to show y'all what's going on in here. Just come around. You can see this is the type of beef that we're using. This is beef blade. Beef blade is what I like to use for this kind of soup, because beef blade has these two really thick tissues running on either side of the meat, and I find it holds together the meat really well. So the meat itself is very tender, but you still get really big chunks. And I personally really like the chew and the gristle of that tissue. But we have this pressure cooker on to sear, which I'm assuming is the highest setting for hotness. Because what I want to do is I want to boil off the first, which means that I want to take my beef and bring it to a boil. And usually we would dump the first batch of water in here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little scummer here and just scum off the top. And that's going to help us maintain a clear broth that's not too kind of gamey. So as this comes to a boil, I'm just going to skim off the top here and bring it up. I figured it's like a rainy day here in New York, so I wanted some soup. I wanted some noodle soup. I was feeling a little not the greatest this week, so I thought soup would be a good solution to that. Who doesn't love a good bowl of soup, right? Yeah, I feel like this week, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something in the air. Maybe something with the stars, but was definitely not feeling the best. I heard also that the vaccine can make you a little fatigued as well. So I did get my first dose on Saturday. Yo, what's up? What's up, Martin? How you doing? How you doing? We're chilling. You missed the countdown. I set up a countdown timer for stream. And now what we're doing is I'm just skimming some scum off of the top of this pressure cooker, because I'm gonna try to use this pressure cooker for the whole meal, for the whole dish. And I really just want to test out how fast I can cook the beef noodle soup in this pressure cooker tonight. So we'll see. But what we're doing is we're skimming off the scum of this boiling beef plate. Normally, what I would do would be called boiling off the first, which is dumping out the first water once this is all boiled. But because I want to try to use just one pot, I wanna add this beef broth that we're gonna get here. I also was, what's it called? I had the raw beef, just sitting in a tub of water that was slightly salted. And that's a technique that I learned from Korean chefs. That they will let beef or meat, especially bones, soak in water to draw out any of the blood and impurities. Usually overnight. I just did it in this morning, and then until I was ready to cook it tonight. And that will draw out some of those impurities and hopefully give us a cleaner tasting broth as well. So I've had this pressure cooker on for 15 minutes already, and I'm still not getting a boil on here. It still says it's preheating, so I'm wondering if I don't think I need to close the lid. Why would I need to close the lid, right? Well, hopefully it boils, because we will need this to boil first before we remove the beef. We're gonna marinate the cooked beef here too. But yeah, I was saying that I got my vaccine on Saturday, and I had heard that people were feeling like extra tired from the vaccine, like the week that they got their shot. And I was wondering if that was what was going on with me, because I was definitely feeling like a little tired, a little under the weather, a little like more emotionally unwell. Oh, it just pinged. Nice. So I think that means it's done heating. But I wonder if it's gonna get any hotter than this. Anyways, yeah, I was feeling not great. Yeah, super unmotivated. That's interesting. So I'm glad to know that it was like the vaccine. It wasn't just like me really, but I was definitely feeling that. I felt a lot of imposter syndrome this week, which is like, what's up? What's up, Christina? How you doing? We're just chilling. We're talking. I'm making beef noodle soup tonight. I was just talking about how I got the vaccine on Saturday, and like I felt myself getting really tired and really unmotivated to do anything this whole week. And I was wondering if like anyone else who had the vaccine felt the same thing. They said the same thing. I was having a convo with other people, and they said the same thing. Doing well. Surprisingly, I wasn't as fatigued as I thought I would be. That's good. I'm glad that you weren't feeling that fatigue. Yeah, I definitely felt a lot of imposter syndrome this week, and like was definitely doing like a little bit more emotionally unwell, and feeling under the weather, and that. Christina, your it's funny because your message got auto-modded, so I have to allow it, but that's fine. I guess you can't use the word ass, which is really funny. Second one's gonna kick my ass though. Yeah, I am not really looking forward to the second one, especially if the first one like made me feel this way. Anyways, for those in chat, I am skimming off the top of the of this pot of just like, you'll see like this kind of like brownish like meat material, meat gunk on the top of these stews. Like when you're boiling raw beef or bones, those are just impurities. Usually in Chinese cooking, we'll dump off the first, which is like, so we don't have to worry about any of this. But I'm not doing that today because I kind of want to use this beef broth as the foundation of the soup. So I'm just skimming it. We need to fire Nightbot. Why? Because why are we firing Nightbot? Because they won't allow ass in chat. Is that why? This is supposed to be a kid-friendly stream. Just kidding. I curse like a sailor, so obviously joking. All right. So one thing I'm learning from this pressure cooker is that this water is not boiling, which kind of sucks. Also, I think you can use ass now because I allowed it once. We should try that out. Can someone type ass into chat? Type your asses in chat, y'all. Show me some ass in chat. Is that gonna get me banned? Whoops. Should I not have said that? There you go. There you go. Look at that. We are an ass friendly stream now. We now allow ass in chat. All right. I hope. All right. So it's like coming to like a slow simmer, which is fine. We'll just continue to skim it. It'll be fine. It'll just gonna take a little longer than like I would have wanted. How's everyone's day so far? My work day has been pretty light this week, but I'm starting a new project tomorrow, or a new client. We're having our kickoff tomorrow, so that's going to be exciting. I won't be like mind-numbingly bored, but what I did do was I watched a screener from the Philadelphia, or not a screener, I guess like a submission from the Philadelphia Asian American Film Festival, PAF, because I volunteer there as on their screening committee to watch submissions. It was interesting. It was really long, really slow, so it wasn't great. Don't think it's gonna make it into the actual festival. I did that today. Let's see, what else did I do today? I guess not much, huh? I really not do too much. Some light work stuff, but nothing too crazy. Yeah. Alright. So I don't know if this is gonna boil or not, but I guess that's okay. What we'll do is that once this kind of gets a little bit hotter, and maybe I'll let it run for another like maybe 5 minutes or so. I'm going to take out all the beef here, strain out the water into a separate pot, and then what I'll do is I'm going to add some beef fat into this. So I had rendered out some beef fat because this beef blade that we're using, so again, I showed this earlier, but beef blade, I like using beef blade because beef blade has these two really long muscle fibers that kind of run on the front and back of it, or the top and bottom of it. And what that allows you to do, or allows me to do, is that it keeps my beef all in one piece. Because sometimes when you braise or stew beef, it like gets to this like really like fall apartness, and it gets really shreddy, which I don't like because I like my beef all in one piece. I like a little bit of toothsomeness to it, and that tendon is going to give me like a lot of that toothsomeness. This is a dish that like my dad, uncle, and grandfather all make, and I think all make slightly differently, but is all based off of the same like base recipe for us. But every time I ask any of them how to make this, they always tell me just like a shortcut way and not like the actual way, which is not how they make it, which frustrates the hell out of me. But my dad told me to add chuho paste as a shortcut. So I have chuho paste, and I'm going to marinate my boiled beef in there. And then I have a bunch of spices, but my uncle told me that I can buy a package of all the spices all that are all bundled up together in like a little satchel. And you can buy that and throw that into your pot. But I'm using fresh spices because I swear by fresh spices now after getting more familiar with like Indian cooking. And then I have some aromatics here: scallion, ginger, garlic. And these are a type of bok choy that I just split in half. This will go on top. Alright, we are skimming. I've been trying to do some research lately because I'm trying to develop a dish. So spoiler alert for May. Actually, I don't know if Martin is okay with me sharing this, but I'm going to do it anyways, I guess. Unless Martin tells me right now that I need to shut the fuck up. But I've been researching this dish because I want to make an egg foo young dish to talk about like the Chinese Exclusion Act and like some of the first Chinese immigrants to the United States, but also talk about the story of Irish immigrants and how Irish immigrants and Chinese immigrants interacted with each other in the 1850s. And I've been doing research on this. I've been reading this really cool essay / like research paper. Fire teaser alert! Truly, it's a little teaser. I've been reading this research paper that's called The Unwanted Immigrant. It's about 100 some pages long. From this university I can't quite remember the name of, but I've been learning so much about just like Irish immigrants here. Really thinking about like why certain sentimentalities and why certain stereotypes or just like kind of like public perceptions were felt in the 1800s. And it's been super interesting, super enlightening, and it really just shows you a lot. But I think it's particularly interesting and particularly relevant because the first time I really saw an accurate portrayal of Irish and Chinese interactions was in Warrior, which is a series currently on HBO Max. Previously on Cinemax, that is based off of screenplays, or I guess like screenwritings, written by Bruce Lee himself that were recovered and now is produced by his daughter. It's pretty interesting. I liked season 1 a lot. Season 2 was kind of okay. Trying to think about if I want to watch season 3, but I'll give it a shot. I have to finish season 2 anyways, so I'll give it a shot when it's time. But yeah, that was like the first time I'm really seeing this like portrayal of Irish and Chinese immigrants in San Francisco that's like accurately portrayed, which is pretty cool, pretty interesting. All right, so what I'm gonna do, since my beef is kind of boiled right now, I am going to take out my beef. Take out my beef into this pot, and we're gonna marinate the beef cooked. So the boiled beef, we're gonna marinate slightly as we cut up the daikon and toast up the spices. All right, so we'll take this beef out. Also, I'm gonna have a bunch of beef noodle soup or beef soup, beef and daikon soup left over. So if anyone wants to buy some off of me, I will happily sell this to you by the quart. What's up? What's up, Juice Chin? What's up? How you doing? Juice Chin, welcome to stream. I'm assuming this is Joyce. How you doing, Joyce? Good to see you. Sorry if you didn't want your identity revealed. I will take more note of that in the future. But we're a small group today. I'm sure we'll be fine. Maybe when I get big and famous. Maybe when I get big and famous, I'll be a little more careful about revealing identities. Anyways, gonna add chuho paste to this. I'm gonna add a couple spoons of chuho paste. Chuho paste to me tastes like, my dad describes this as like, it's basically all the seasonings that you'll need in this dish, mixed with like hoisin sauce. So it's like a little sweet. I don't think there's actually like hoisin sauce in this, but that's what it tastes like to me. But it's like, let's read the ingredients actually real quick. Water, fermented salted soybeans, sugar, salt, sesame paste, garlic, soy sauce, salt, rice wine, yeast extract, ginger, and modified cornstarch. Yeah, so like a bunch of the base aromatics that we're doubling up on here, and some additional seasonings. So I didn't have that much left of this chuho paste, so I'm just gonna use the rest of this jar. I can rinse out some of this actually, and this will also let me scum off this top part here too, which is perfect. So we'll scum this off. It's okay. There's 100,000 or a million Joyce Chins in this world. That's true. That's true. Actually, you're the first Joyce Chin I've ever met, so don't sell yourself so short, huh? I have not met another Joyce Chin. Is Chin a Chinese name? Chin is a Chinese name, right? Alright, cool. So chuho paste is in here. I'm going to add a little bit of this broth in here, just to rinse out the container. Make sure we waste none of that. What the fuck? Chin is half of the word Chinese. Cantonese last name. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Sorry, it took me a couple seconds to understand what you're saying, Martin. Chin is half of the word Chinese. Yes, you're correct. You are right. Sorry, I don't know if you saw like the loading screen, like me like thinking like what does he mean? Chin is half of the word Chinese. Alright, so all we're gonna add to this beyond the chuho paste is a little bit of soy sauce and some a little extra soy sauce and some cooking wine here. I saw the hourglass on my face. Yeah, dude. Yeah. All right, cool. So this is gonna marinate. Just gonna toss this around. This is gonna stay here for a little bit while we empty out the soup container or the soup pot into here. And then what we will do is we're gonna put this back onto the pressure cooker. We're gonna toast up some spices, and then we'll cut some daikon as well. Just want to finish skimming. Hourglass. I'm like so used to like circular loading screens now that like the hourglass seems so like retro, you know, so outdated. But I guess like all Windows still use hourglasses, right? And I do have a Windows, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But like I guess now I just associate like the Mac loading screen because I've had a Mac for so long. All right, cool. So this is all skimmed out. So 2000s and late, yeah. For real. What song is that from? Can you remind me? Can chat remind me what song that's from? Alright, this is our beef broth. Alright, we're gonna give this a quick rinse because I see some like of that impurities on the bottom. So I don't want any of that in my dish. We took all that time skimming away. We don't want like this stuff in there either. Alright. This is rinsed out. I'm gonna wipe it and boom boom pow, black eyed peas. That's right. Black eyed peas, good old Fergie. Y'all, I can't wait to go karaoke again. Like I am so ready to go karaoke. I love karaoke. Alright, cool. So it should heat up. I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit. And then in the meantime, this goes back here. Just to sit until we're ready. My pot's gonna heat up, and then in the meantime, I will cut this daikon. Kevin, my Tinhua in chat bought me Daikon Radish at this like new grocery store that opened up, and it's huge. Look at this. Hold on, let me take it out of the bag. But like, I have never seen a radish this big in my life. Look at this. Look at this. It's 2 heads. It's 2 heads my size. Or two of my head size. Sean, I can bring the karaoke to you. Just ask Joyce. Why pay for karaoke when you can karaoke at home in PJs? For real, like, I should have taken my cousin's mic, but they gave it away to my other friend. So I'm going to see if next time they go karaoke or they want to go karaoke, they want to bring their mic over and we can just do it here. Okay, so this is beef fat that I rendered out because the cut that I got was a little fatty. So what I did was I trimmed it up and then just rendered out beef fat. We know how to render out fat now because we did some pork fat rendering before on a previous stream. But remember, you just add a little bit of water to the pot, let that all boil with your fat, and then eventually the water is going to evaporate off, and then you're going to, ooh, it smells good. And then you'll be left with oil. And you can add a little extra oil, like a neutral oil to help get it started. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna drop in my heavier spices, like the thicker ones. Also for spices, here, I threw in my star anise already, but, or anise if you're Kevin in chat and really pick on me for that. But I have orange peel, clove, star anise in there, fennel, white peppercorn, green Sichuan peppercorn, red Sichuan peppercorn, chili de arbol. This is kaffir lime leaf, dried kaffir lime leaf, and this is Mexican pepper leaf. So I'm gonna add my spices in here, let them toast. Just the hard spices, not the dried herbs yet. And then I will also add my chilies in here, my dried chilies as well. Let that kind of toast up real nice. And we're toasting this in beef fat, just to fortify that beef flavor. Are you even Asian if you don't dry out your own orange peel? Yo, for real, I dry out my own orange peel. Part of the only reasons why I like buy clementines is to dry out the peel. Facts, yo, I got you. You have one of those. You have one of those. The karaoke mics. Yo, it's game over. It is game over, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna add daikon. This one, I used like the less big one because I wanted to show stream how big the other daikon was. I don't think I'll even use all of this, so I might use the leftover daikon to make like the Korean pickled daikon that you get with fried chicken. I'm just gonna cut these into half moons because I'm a little lazy. I could do them in like chunks, but this is much easier, much quicker, and I kind of like the big daikon pieces. Let's start with, how much beef do we have? I'll do like 3/4 of this daikon. Oh, I do that to make my room smell nice. Oh, you should try. I saw if you have like a jacuzzi at home or a bath, you should try taking like oranges and putting them in the hot water. I saw that they did that in like an episode of, was it Hyori's Bed and Breakfast, where they added halabong. So they added halabongs, which are like Korean oranges, right? To their like hot tub, and man, it was hella nice. Okay, so my spices are toasting. They smell great. I'm gonna add now my aromatics to toast as well. So I have sliced ginger. I don't even bother peeling it. The ginger peel tastes like peel. I just scrubbed it really well. So I'm gonna add these in here. Let those toast for a bit. Again, this pressure cooker is on like sear, which I would have assumed is like the hotter temperature, but it's not really that hot, unfortunately. But that's okay. We don't need it like super hot for this. We're just trying to activate some of the essential oils in here. So now daikon's all cut. Oh, I ended up cutting all of it. Oh well. It's okay, it's okay. Some of these bigger pieces actually I'm gonna cut in half. So some of these end pieces, since it's like conical, I'm gonna cut them in half. Shit, next level self-care, yeah, truly. Alright, those go in half. Some of these bigger pieces will go in half. What I'll do for any leftover daikon is I'll just pickle them. So I'll decide how many I want to use now. Actually, I'll decide how many I want to use once I throw in everything in the pot. Because we're actually going to cook the beef first in the pot, and this daikon will come later after we're all done. Alright, so my ginger is frying up. I'm going to add garlic now and scallions. So the garlic is just peeled garlic, peeled fresh garlic. ASMR knife sharpening video when? I can do one. I have to get like a proper whetstone. The whetstone I have right now is like, I got this thing because I thought it was super cool. I was like a total impulse Instagram buyer. You guys see can y'all see it on here? Let's see. If I move my camera, my laptop back, but do y'all see this thing? I guess not. Y'all see this thing right here? This thing? So this, you put a whetstone in here and you like do this, right? That's like a new type of knife sharpener, I guess, where it was like being marketed. And I thought it was really cool. I was like, oh shit, that sounds really useful, but was not good. Was not worth it. Please get yourself a normal whetstone. You do not need any of that. Alright, so my spices are cooking, my aromatics are cooking. We're eventually going to remove this. I actually might need a bigger satchel. We'll get another mic for that binaural effect. I'm sorry, y'all. English is hard. Alright, orange peels, Kaspir lime, and Mexican pepper leaf, all in, along with the rest of the spices that didn't make it. Those are going to toast up again. Alright. And then I'm going to put them on to another tray. My daikon. Sophia narrate the ASMR video. Posterize? Who's Posterize? Poggers, what's up, Posterized? How you doing? Thanks for coming to stream. Sorry I don't recognize who you are. If you give me a hint in chat, I will try to guess. Oh, Bridgewater homie. What's up, Bridgewater homie? For those of you who don't know, I went to high school in Bridgewater Raritan High School in Jersey. So, have a lot of friends from there coming in. I'm glad to see y'all, because like, we don't talk too much anymore, but good to see everyone. Thank you for supporting my endeavors. Alright, so this is all searing up in the beef fat. We're going to remove this pretty soon from the heat so I can put it into these little satchels. I'm going to actually see if I have a bigger one. Yeah, I have these ones that are a little bigger, so I'm going to use this instead. Alright. And then put this one away. Double-digit viewer count. Yo, Pog. Pogs. Can I get Pogs in chat? I actually don't know how that works. Because, like, sometimes I type Pog, and, like, I thought you're supposed to get, like, an emote. But it never works for me. So please, someone who understands Twitch, enlighten me. Because I am just a poor soul. Poor old soul. Alright. I'm gonna take out these spices. Now you see, it was just a quick toast. No browning on here at all. You can brown them. This pot just wasn't that hot. But it was actually perfect because I didn't have to worry about like burning the spices or burning anything in here because of the temperature of the pot. So now I'm just taking out my spices, my toasted spices and aromatics because I want to put them in this satchel. Because I don't want to have to fish out a lot of these spices. Now if a little bit of these spices kind of stay in, I'm not too worried. Wing Wong, what's up? Thank you. I am assuming that's John. Thank you, Segadelic10 for the follow. We had some follows earlier too, but I don't know how to find out who followed on this stream right now. So thank you for those who followed earlier when we weren't streaming. I would call you out by name, but I do not know who you are at this moment. All right, cool. So these are going in. I'm going to add back in my beef and all the sauces. And actually, before I do that, sorry, I'm gonna add a little bit more beef fat to this. Oops. A little bit more beef fat, and I'm going to toast some rock sugar into this. And that's gonna give us like the Hong Shao flavor. So Hong Shao is like, we'll work on that. The Hong Shao is like, if you're familiar with like the Mao braised pork, that's like Hong Shao. Hong Shao is like it's like red cooked meat. And what they usually do with Hong Shao meats or Hong Shao braises is that they'll caramelize rock sugar, and that's what gives us this kind of like nice caramelly sweet flavor that also adds like color to it. So I have rock sugar here. I'm just gonna use this big chunk here, and that should be fine. I might actually want to break this up a little bit. So I'm gonna break this up in my mortar, just so that it melts a little easier. It might seem like a lot of sugar. Rock sugar isn't as sweet as like your white sugar, at least I find. So I'm not too worried about using too much. I also like a little bit of that sweetness, but we'll balance this all out at the end anyways. And I'll show you all how to like what I'm looking for when I'm balancing a dish. Alright, so I'm adding the rock sugar, the pounded rock sugar, just just to the pot, and I want this to caramelize a bit. Melt down and caramelize into the oil. Again, that's beef fat in there from the cut that I got here, from the trim that I rendered myself. Alright, give this a quick rinse later. And now I'm gonna stuff these things into this satchel here. Man, I am hungry. Alright. Aromatics, dried herbs, orange peels. Might even need 2. No, I think I'm good on 1. I think I'll be good with 1. You don't need this satchel. You can totally use it without. I just don't want to be bothered by like fishing out some things, and I have them, so I might as well use them. All right, so ooh, it's hot. I've been cooking so much like leftovers lately, just because I have so much freaking food in this house. Because I keep on getting like I've said before, I keep on getting food from my grandparents because they don't know how to cook it. So now I'm left with like foods that I'm just kind of left with and need to figure out a use for. Where did you get your satchels from? Are they reusable? I don't actually think that these are reusable ones. I've had these. These my mom gave to me. They're not, I don't think they're reusable. You probably could like wash them and rinse them, right? But I get them from like just Asian food market or like a Chinese bodega around here, or like a Chinese supermarket. But you can use cheesecloth. That's reusable. You can even use. No, I guess cheesecloth would be the best. Alright, so I have all my spices in here. Again, that's white pepper, red Szechuan peppercorn. Green Szechuan peppercorn, green cardamom, clove, star anise. I think that's it. I should have made dinner before tuning in. True, you made a mistake. Well, I'm gonna have some leftovers. If you're local, I will sell you a container of this. If you want to pick it up at a pay what you can. I've been trying to do that a little bit more with all the things that I've been making, just because I simply cannot eat all of it myself. I figured, might as well feed my people, right? All right, cool. So everything is in this little satchel. All I have to do is turn this inside out. There we go. And pray that it doesn't explode. But it should be good. Check on my rock sugar. It's caramelizing pretty well. I actually don't know if this rock sugar is going to melt in this jar, which is totally fine. I'm like not super picky about it. Yo, honestly though, same. I also should have eaten before I made food on stream because I am starving right now. Alright, so we want this to caramelize just a bit, the rock sugar that is, because we do want a little bit of that caramelly flavor. I am just worried that it won't happen in this pot because it's not going to get hot enough, but we'll let it go for a little bit longer. It gives us some time for the beef to marinate a little bit longer too. And in the meantime, let's see. Let's talk about noodles. One of the projects I want to do soon is learn how to make noodles. I have a pasta roller. I have like a KitchenAid, so I want to learn how to make noodles of the different varieties. So both like Chinese style, Korean style. I want to make pasta, of course, and a bunch of other things. But for today, I have a bunch of frozen udon in my freezer that I got from my dad, so I'm gonna use that. I also really like udon. Like udon is one of my favorite noodles. Team thick noodles. Team thick boys. ones in chat if you prefer thick noodles. If you prefer thin noodles, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You should really reconsider that life choice. Thick boys, that's right, team thick boys. All right, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of this beef broth, just a tiny amount, just to help help that sugar melt a little bit faster. Yep, now we're melting. So this is gonna melt. It'll caramelize too. Once it's all melted, and once we let it cook for a little bit. And what we're looking for is like a little darker color. Thick boys. Good idea for custom sub emotes. Need some thick noodle emotes. So right now it's still clear. It's still clear. We want it to be a little bit brown just so it helps give us that color that we want. In here too, I'm gonna add, I forgot to add this earlier, but a little bit of dark soy. That's just gonna help promote the color. We want this to be a pretty dark color. Dark soy is not as salty as like regular soy. It's mainly used for color in Chinese cooking. So we're gonna add that. Usually they'll put like 5 spice in this as well. I effectively made my own 5 spice powder just now. Usually 5 spice powder has like clove, star anise, cumin. No, not cumin. I'm sorry. Szechuan peppercorn, white peppercorn, and cinnamon, I believe, are the main ingredients in your 5 spice powder. Now, some 5 spice powders have more than 5 spices in it too, which is funny to me at least. But I like, yeah, I have basically all the ingredients I needed for a 5 spice powder, so I just did it myself. Alright, we can add 5 spice to this as a shortcut. You just need I would toast it in some oil first as well. Taking Vinny's song, how to make an account but looping back. Please let me buy this noodle soup. Yeah, totally. I'll let you know how it turns out, and if it is saleable, if it's good, I will totally sell you some. I can sell you like probably a quart or of it, so you can have it. Same, for anyone in New York who ever wants to pick up, totally and down to sell you beef noodle soup here, because it's gonna be way too much for me. And I won't know what to do with it. Alright, cool. We are getting to that like caramelly state. Just about. Food safety commissioner, please ignore. Yeah, true. This is, you're just buying food from me, and I am feeding you, and you're actually not buying food from me, you're donating to me. To help me with my food costs. That's right. Alright, cool. This is about where I want to add in my beef. So I'm going to add in my beef here and all the sauces. I will rinse out this container with more stock, but for right now I want to coat this beef in that caramel, make sure it all mixes around, and I want this to boil for a bit too. Alright, I'm going to add my stock to this. I'm doing this because I see some sediment at the bottom of my stock, and I don't want to capture any of that, so I'm going to drain it over the skimmer as well, so I can catch any of those impurities. Out. Ooh. King of Ting, thank you for the follow. Thank you. What up, Jeremy? What up? I'm assuming that's Jeremy. You're the only Ting I know. So alright, cool. This is all boiling. I can add in my broth now. So I'm gonna add in this broth. Satchel. and then strain the rest of my the rest of the broth in here as well. All right. Yeah, I hope this comes out good. First time making my own recipe of beef noodle soup, based off like what I have. Not following any like specific recipe or anything like that. So we're gonna test it out. This is going to be like, I kind of made this with the idea of making it, damn, crazy hungry Asians are all present and accounted for. Truly, truly, we're all here. I kind of made this with the idea of like making it more like, almost like ramen, where I want to add, where I have my soup base, but in addition to my soup base, I kind of also want to add fat and maybe a tare if it needs it, right at the end, into the broth, so that it layers like different levels of flavor into it. At least that's the idea. Alright, we'll throw these all into the sink. And now I'm gonna, actually, I want to taste where we're at first. So I'm going to just quickly taste the broth, see where we're at with salt, and where the flavor is at in general. Alright, it's pretty good. It does need a little bit more soy sauce. It does need some salt in here. It's a little sweet. So some soy sauce. I'm gonna add a little splash of black soy sauce too, because I want this to be a little bit darker. And then of course I don't get any of the aromatics yet. Those are going to steep in here with the satchel as I pressure cook it. So let's see where we're at now with that addition of salt, with soy sauce being the salt component. All right, pretty good, pretty good. I think it needs a pinch of MSG. Pinch of MSG. And a little bit more soy sauce, actually. Alright. And, you know, at the end, I might add in more soy sauce, just to finish it, or like a seasoned soy sauce. We'll see where it stands at the end of the broth. Alright. That's pretty good. Pretty light broth, which is fine. Do you want a pinch of salt will be good. Pinch of salt, maybe 2 pinches, and another half pinch of MSG. Juice chin, pro tip, add some fish sauce. Yeah, we can do that. Let's add some fish sauce. I was thinking about it too. I love using fish sauce in my dishes. So, what are you tasting for to consider it good before pressure cooking? So, in a pressure cooker, you don't get very much evaporation, right? So you're not going to get any reduction really of the broth. So what I'm thinking about is like, what is the foundation of the final soup base that I want to taste, right? So in this case, I'm looking for something that is pretty like soy saucy, kind of sweet. I'm imagining that the aromatics will pick up later on as it boils more. But I just want that foundation flavor of like soy and sweetness to be there, and the salt level to be there, so that when it cooks down, all that flavor is going to go into the beef as well. So I added a splash of fish sauce as well. And I think we're good. I think we are good. All right, well, I really taste that fish sauce now. All right, so we'll close this off. I don't want to open the lid. I am going to now pressure cook. I want to pressure cook a soup, maybe meat. I'll pressure cook, I guess, meat. It says 40 minutes. That's too long for me. I don't want to pressure cook for 40 minutes. How do I cancel? Stock is 1 hour. Soup is 15 minutes. Let's try soup for now. Yeah, let's try soup for now and see what happens. Again, I'm kind of testing around my pressure cooker. I want to try to get a little more familiar with this machine because I don't really know. I've never really used pressure cookers much before in the past. So like traditionally I would like let this go on like a Sunday and let it go for 4 or 5 hours or something. But not today. Hopefully this will be like a 20-minute meal or 20-minute in the pressure cooker. Hopefully, at least. In the meantime, I'm gonna boil this pot with water so I can boil my noodles. And you might think, oh no, I forgot to add my daikon. I did not forget to add my daikon. I'm going to add it after the pressure cooker is done, and then cook it again for another like 5 minutes maybe, because the beef is going to take a lot longer to cook than the daikon will. Alright, so we're just going to boil that. Put away some sauces. And in the meantime, let's see. Oh, you know what I'll do? We can make a pickling juice. I'm gonna, cause I have so much daikon here that I kind of want to pickle some. Like the Korean style pickle. So I will just cut all these in half. What's most of them? Maybe not all of them. Yeah, these are fine. This one wants to be cut in half. Do you add fish sauce to all of your beef soups, Joyce? Banh mi when? Well, it depends. Do I need to make my own bread? Because that might be a little hard. But it could be a Sunday activity. Am I also making my own like Vietnamese charcuterie? Because that also sounds like an activity. I did just get a meat grinder attachment for my KitchenAid, so could be possible in the future. I always add a little splash. Yeah, I like fish sauce. I like adding a little splash here and there to things. Just kind of depends on my mood, really. I'm a very mood-based cook. All right, I think, let's see, how much daikon should we use? Add some funkiness. Yeah, definitely add some funkiness. A lot of salt. And it's like very. I find like fish sauce to have a very like noticeable taste, right? So if you just be wary when you're adding fish sauce that you want to actually taste like fish sauce. There's nothing wrong with the taste of fish sauce. So just sometimes dishes don't want that, or sometimes you're not in the mood for that. So I think I'm gonna use about this much, yeah. I'm gonna use about this much for my soup. If it fits onto the bowl, hopefully it will. And then I will pickle the rest of these. I'm actually going to take some of these smaller pieces. Oh, you know what I'll do? I know exactly what I'll do. I'm gonna cut the end pieces in half and then use those for my pickles. I'll use all my smaller pieces for pickles, and my larger pieces for the soup, because we got some time. I want to sub. Thanks, James. Thank you. I need 50 followers first before we can sub, unfortunately. But we're getting there. Thanks for tuning in. Are we not that far? I have my I have my viewer count right now, and I actually don't know what my follow count is right now, but we're hopefully aiming for it to be ready by, what's it called? May. May is hopefully going to be big enough for us. I'm making beef noodle soup today. Now, fun fact about beef noodle soup. Beef noodle soup, there's like a beef noodle soup in almost every cuisine I know, and like I feel like. Yeah, every cuisine has like a version of beef noodle soup. Even in China, like regionally, it's different. So it's interesting because there's so many different varieties, and everyone I know, everyone I've met has an opinion on beef noodle soup. Def make by May. May gonna be so lit. Yeah, I was just telling Stream earlier that I was making like I've been recipe developing and like researching recipes because I'm trying to develop this egg foo young recipe that tells a story of Chinese and Irish immigrants in the 1800s in the States. because it's a super interesting conversation around there. At least I found it pretty interesting. Okay, cool. So I will, now what will I do? Where, there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna make some quick pickles. I'm gonna use rice vinegar, you can use white vinegar. But I'm just gonna kill this bottle of rice vinegar. And then add an equal amount of salt, or equal amount of sugar, and an equal amount of water to these pickles. So I'm just going to use filtered water. What's the broth differences of bumbo hui and beef noodle soup? So bumbo hui has lemongrass usually as a main flavoring in that dish. And some of the ingredients inside are a little different. So like bumbo hui will have like pork trotters, will have sometimes like beef, it will sometimes have blood cakes. But the main ingredient, or at least I think the star of bumbo hui, is that lemongrass flavor. And sometimes like that blood cake flavor too. Those are like the main components of bumbo hui versus this version of beef noodle soup, which is more like the Hongxiao version of beef noodle soup. And that's more like sugar and soy based with like star anise. And now I'm gonna add sugar. This is a pickling liquid. This is like a Korean style pickling liquid. Gotta get it next. Yo, I really want bumbo hui. I've been kind of on the search for like a good bumbo hui around here, and I haven't found it yet. But admittedly, I also have not tasted that many bumbo huis around here yet. So we shall see. We shall see where that ends up going. All right. So I have vinegar, sugar, and water in here. I'm gonna boil this. My little butter saucepan. And then we'll pickle these daikon radishes because I have too many. Let me know if you want some pickled radishes. I can make more and sell them out to you or give them away at a pay what you can. If you want it for free, you can totally get it for free. I really don't care that much. At least right now. Alright. I'm gonna boil this away. I really want a new, like, upgraded stove, but I don't think I can do that in this apartment, unfortunately. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. So we are getting up to pressure. It says 15 minutes. We're cooking this at 9 psi for 15 minutes, and we'll see where we're at there. Usually these start a GoFundMe. Yeah, I could. I gotta bounce. I hope it turns out. Thank you, Jeremy. I'll let you know. Hopefully we can make these in the future. Hopefully I can make this for you in the future, and you try it out yourself. Have fun, man. We started OnlyFans to raise money for the stove. Yeah, I could start OnlyFans. I think I would do really well on OnlyFans just because, like, what's not to like, right? I'm kidding. I'm joking. Don't tell my sister. Hard stop. See y'all. Big go from me. James has got me. Yes, Twitch mods, this comment right here. Someone clip it so it's ingrained in history. Sean said he'd make OnlyFans. Oh man. Alright, so the pressure is kind of releasing. I think it's just preheating right now, actually. Steam release, auto click. Okay. I don't know what that means. Pressure cooker just confused the hell out of me. Smells good though. Alright, so for the sugar and vinegar, all I'm really looking for is for it to dissolve. I don't want it like too hot. Alright. Now we wait. Hopefully, I'm like really excited to see where this beef noodle soup is gonna end up because, like, all in all, this probably took like 30 minutes to make, maybe, or this would take maybe 30, maybe 45 minutes to make, which is like pretty good for beef noodle soup, honestly, right? Like, to make the type of beef noodle soup that like I'm looking for. All right. I hope this this daikon radish tastes good too. I've never made pickled daikon radish before either. So all first for me. Oh, just tasted my pickling juice. Pretty good. All right. Jeez. I hope next week is like better for all of us. You know. I've been doing a lot of soul searching lately, like the past couple weeks, or past couple days, I should say, not really weeks. But I had to write a recipe, right? And I've been referring to this recipe for a little bit on stream, this egg foo young recipe, and I hate writing recipes. I am okay. I am doing okay. I had this I had this realization the other day of, so like I said, I was writing recipes. I was preparing this egg foo young recipe, and I just felt so much imposter syndrome going into writing that recipe because I hate writing recipes. I don't follow recipes. Recipes aren't intuitive to me. Exactly, it's all about guesstimating. So cooking's not intuitive to me. Lid not sealed. What do you mean lid not sealed? My pressure cooker is yelling at me. It says lid not sealed. Anyone know how to operate a pressure cooker? Because I do not. I think I have to just like let the steam go out and then we'll try it again. But anyways, yeah. Can't follow recipes. It's so non-intuitive to me, and so like I don't write recipes like that either. And so like I'm struggling to try to figure out like what's the best way to write this recipe that tells a story but is also informative and like useful for people who are trying to cook, right? And I was like, oh man, this is so hard because I know that like I don't want to bullshit just like measurements because I'm gonna get them all wrong and people are gonna follow these and they're gonna have like shitty tasting food. So I didn't want to do that. So instead, what I did was I thought about it as like, let me write this as if I was talking to like a friend and telling them like step by step what to do, what to look for, because I've done that before. There we go. All right, now my lid is locked. I will try to turn it back on. We'll see if this works. And then yeah, so I was writing this recipe now in the version that was like, I'm just gonna write it like stream of consciousness what I'm going to say to someone. And I also had the realization that I have the tendency of never editing anything. I like hate looking back at my work. I'm like once I write it, I don't want to look at it anymore. Like just send it off to the races. And then I realized that like no, I can just go back and edit this. Like it doesn't matter. This is like a fine tuning process, and I need to get more used to that. And once I realized that, I was like feeling a lot better. But yeah, just like this recipe thing just got me got so in my head. Got so in my head, and I was just like not feeling it at all. I still have to work on it, but I was like really interested in the history I was learning with it. But now I'm also like dreading all the recipes that I have to write in the future, because I still hate writing recipes, but you know it's getting better. I do need to practice writing more, but totally felt like a bunch of imposter syndrome this week. So I don't know if anyone in chat like ever feels imposter syndrome. I'm sure we all do, right? We all feel imposter syndrome at some point in our lives. But man, I also realized that like this is getting maybe a little hashtag deep, but I realized that like I have such a fear of failure that it like paralyzes me, and that like makes me really anxious because my fear of failure makes me believe that like if I fail, My friends and people in my life are going to abandon me. And that's like, from childhood and whatever, right? But I had come to this realization too this week that I was like, oh man, all right, this is what I'm feeling. This is like the mindset I'm in currently. And like, good that I'm recognizing these things so that I can like protect myself and like heal myself and, support myself. We'll never abandon you. Thank you, James. Thank you. Oh man. Yeah, surprisingly, like, stress has been coming from like cooking these days, which is not usually where I find stress. Cooking has always been like a very like meditative process for me. And maybe it's not even cooking. Oh, is that really what you talked about? That's so funny. You talked about that with your coaches this week. Dude, I swear, the stars are aligned, and like fucking something's wrong with the universe right now. I don't know. We're all going psycho. It's really funny. That's really funny though. All right, so my vinegar is heated up. It's all melted. All my sugar is melted. I don't want to put it in this because I don't know if this is heat proof, so I'm not gonna put it in this. It was the new moon. Darn new moon. Worst of the Twilight Saga. Shedding old habits. What doesn't serve us anymore. Do y'all ever feel lid not sealed again? What? Alright, something's up with this. You know what it is? You know what it might be? Maybe I have too much liquid in here. I know that's a thing for pressure cookers too, is that like sometimes when you have too much liquid, it doesn't let you seal it. Also the other way, if you have not enough liquid, it doesn't work either. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what's going on in here. I think it's still depressuring, so I can't turn it the full way. Oh, pressure cooker. Y'all ever use pressure cookers at home? Because pressure cookers scare the heck out of me. I don't understand. I wish there was like a graph that I could follow or like an equation that I can follow that would just let me know what pressure to put it and how long I need to cook it for. Like, I understand that like all these options make it easier for like a consumer, but like for me, I would rather just have it so that it's so that I can just like enter in a pressure and a time and it'll just do that. Same with my mom uses the non-electric one. Yeah, those are nice. The non-electric ones. All right, let's see. So this isn't going to be anywhere near where I need it to be, obviously. But I just want to check out the soup now that it's open. Okay, let's try it again. Let's see. If I press it down, let all the air escape, create that vacuum, and then turn it to lock. All right, it beat last time too, though. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, guys. I have not. Pressure cookers are so foreign to me. Alright, I hope it works because I'm freaking hungry. I am so hungry. Thank God noodles cook fast. Whew. Yeah, like the non-electric one is like the one on the stove, right? Yeah. Those, I feel like I would like that one more. Like, it's probably a little more intuitive to me, but this is nice, electric. I just wish there was like a setting that was like a manual cook setting, because I never see those on like any of the pressure cooker, on any of the electric pressure cookers. That's all I want. I just want a manual button. Like, we always want manual overrides. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. Maybe I don't know. I don't want to automate things anymore. I don't want things done for me. I like punching in my numbers myself. But anyways, it was so you were saying it was a new moon, Stacy, right? It was shedding old habits, what doesn't serve us anymore. I had a thought on that because I was thinking about, again, with writing recipes, right? Writing recipes, there must be a reason why recipes are written the way that they are right now, because it's probably like convenient, right? It's like the way that makes the most sense to a consumer. But realistically, like, those recipes are most of the time like guesstimations anyways. So I'm just wondering, like, is there a better way to teach people how to cook? And what is that? Because I'm trying to do that, right? I'm trying to like teach people how to cook, but I think we have to figure it out. And maybe we have to be the change that we want to see in society, right? Like, maybe we have to be the ones to to create that change and to set the precedent. But I'm open for suggestions. Let me know if you read recipes. What do you like about recipes and what don't you like about recipes? Let's have a discussion while we wait for this pressure cooker to hopefully work. I know for me about recipes, I personally love reading like the story of recipes and just like looking at pictures. I usually don't look at like, and I'll look at an ingredient list, but I usually won't look at the instructions for a recipe, or I'll like skim through them just to see like the directions or like the flow of it. You like recipes with dope pics. Juice Chin, you like how BA makes GIFs of the process? I've never seen a BA GIF actually of the process. I did not know that they they made GIFs. You skim a lot, which is cool. I know that like there's like a recent thing I read about recipes. There's like an app or like a another like web page that would trim off any of the like the excess of a recipe and just give you like the steps in the ingredient list. And I had like a big problem with that. I don't know. What do y'all think? But you go by feel as well, Martin. Yeah, I think like, you know, we need to go more by feel, but like not recipes don't teach us how to go by feel, right? And that's why sometimes like the food I make tastes different than the food you make, right? Because like my understanding of cooking by feeling is different than like the way that you go by feel, no? So what I've been trying to do is make like recipes in a way that describe my go by feel. Most important thing for me is A, shopping list, and B, the steps at a high level. Yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking about listing out options. So like, you know how recipes sometimes they have like kind of obscure ingredients sometimes for their dishes, and you have to get like a big amount because they don't sell them by like these little portions. And you get a lunch lot and you won't know what to do with it. So what I've been thinking about in writing this recipe is thinking about like, how do people use their leftovers, or like what can you provide options for people to use to like make dishes for using their leftover ingredients or things like that within a recipe. I think that would be really helpful. But what do you think? Right? Yeah, I've also been thinking about like thinking about alternatives, right? Like if you don't have like a certain ingredient, what else can you use instead of that ingredient? What is optional? What is not optional? And maybe even like how you can find a certain ingredient. Like instead of linking them to like Amazon or something like that, can we shout out like a local store somewhere? I don't know, or like encourage people to shop at like their local spice store or their like Asian food market, right? Like, can we encourage that? Will people actually do that? I don't know. As you can tell, I've been giving this a lot of thought, and that's part of the reason why I've been having a lot of anxiety over this. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Are we there yet? It's still preheating. I guess 9 psi is kind of high, huh? I wonder what the highest psi this goes to. That's so responsible. It is responsible. We all need to be more responsible cooks and consumers, right? Lid open again. All right, something's up with this. Something's up with this. Maybe I'll try removing some of this liquid. Do not touch. Sorry, I didn't mean for the lapse of silence. But I'm just trying to read this pressure cooker so I don't break anything. All right, nice. So pressure is released. Let's see what's going on with this that it won't let me seal it. Is it that it's too much liquid? Let's try removing some liquid and see where that leaves us. actually remove it. All right, so remove like a little tub of liquid and see what we get from here. Maybe I'll wipe up the edges of this as well. Let's see what we can get. See what we find. See if this is all good too. All right, let me put this on here. Wipe this down. Wipe the inside. I have no idea what's wrong with this, or if anything's wrong, but we're engineers here. We are problem solvers. I may not have learned anything about engineering from school, but at least I can problem solve. At least I think I can problem solve. All right, so I took out like a little tub of liquid. Let's put it down. Put my steam thing on. Close it up. Press soup again. 9 psi, 15 minutes. Round 3. Round 3. Third time's a charm, right? At least that's what they say. Now some a bowl of soup though. This is like a great color, by the way. Can you see this color? I guess you can't see it from that far. It's a little hot, so I won't like fully lift it up, but highs and lows. Sean, is your steam release valve in the sealing position? I think I literally just turned it to the sealing position. So thank you for that. Thank you for highs and lows for that tip. So I'm hoping that this is in the sealing position now. Like I said, still getting used to this machine. Don't quite know what's going on. Ooh. Ooh. You know, it's like secretly a blessing in disguise because now I can taste the soup in like its various stages, and right now like the chilies just released their spiciness into this, and some of the spices also. So now I'm tasting that heat now, which is really cool. Let's see if this is still too hot. It's okay. Yeah, this is fine. All right, so I'll pour this over my Daikon Radish. Let this seal. Nice. We got like the perfect amount for this, which is great. Okay. Let this go. We'll seal this off and let this sit, cool to room temperature, and then put it to the fridge. Put it to the fridge. I don't know if I can use this sauce for. Maybe what I'll do. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'm gonna reduce this. Add a bit more. Well, I'll reduce it first and then possibly add a bit more soy sauce, and this will be my tare if I choose to add it in the end. Look at that. We are being creative here. Y'all, you know what I want to do? I really want to do food challenges. I think those would be a lot of fun. I would love like chat to send me food challenges or like mystery box ingredients. Like if we could make that happen somehow, like I think that'd be a lot of fun. Just like random ingredients, let me see what I can get and of those ingredients and try to make something out of it. Don't know how logistically that will work, but I think that's like sounds pretty fun to me. Sounds like a good challenge. Is that content you want to see? Is that content the chat wants to see? The people of Twitch chat. I wonder if I need to defrost my udon first. Probably not. Anyways, packaged udon. Life send. I would buy you the most random stuff. Yeah, please do. I've cooked with like pretty random stuff before, I think. What's the most random thing I've cooked with? Most recently I added apple pie filling to actually I've used apple pie filling on quite a few things, but I've like added apple pie filling to like a sweet and sour glaze for like Spam once. I put apple pie filling in like Korean barbecue marinade that I made. But I think that's pretty standard. Like there's apples in BBQ marinade or like Korean pear. What other random ingredients have I used before? I don't know. That's some chaotic evil energy right there. Is it that chaotic? Is it that like strange? I don't think it's that strange. Is it strange? It's like apples, right? Apples and sugar is just like my source of sweetness, no? maybe it's just the way I think about things, right? Because I think about things in like general buckets, right? And this is like in life too, right? Like, so I think of like salty, sour, sweet, bitter, spicy, umami, right? And then I also think of like beyond that, I also think of like, so those are my main flavor components, and then I think of like texture, I think of fragrance and aroma separately, and then I also think of craveability and crushability. So 11 things I usually think about when I'm cooking, but of those first six, like the main flavors and spicy, like I can equate actually most of these things I can equate a few ingredients that fall within those like buckets, right? And usually if I'm like missing something from that area, or like I know an ingredient does like a certain thing, then like I will just sub within. Then I will just sub within the within that same like category for our ingredient. We need to see those stats on each dish. Yeah, imagine like a stat chart of like this level is like of like saltiness and like sweetness and whatever. Craveability 10 out of 10. Crushability is something that I've been like really thinking about lately, because I think craveability and crushability are slightly different. Very similar but slightly different, right? When I think of craveability, I think of like things that like when I'm not eating, I like think about and I really want. It makes it desirable, right? But then crushability is like as I'm eating it, I just want to inhale it. Like that's crushability to me. And I think both are super key to like really good food, right? Both craveability and crushability. And then the other two that I think get confused are aroma and fragrance. When I think of aroma, or sorry, let's start with fragrance. When I think of fragrance, I think of the nose, right? So I think of like what I smell. Crunchwrap Supreme is 10 on both. Yo, I haven't had a Crunchwrap Supreme in so long. Oh, I miss Taco Bell. I miss when Taco Bell had the freaking shredded chicken burrito, and ever since they got rid of it, I have been boycotting Taco Bell because that's the only thing I got there. That and their spicy potato taco, which is also freaking removed from the menu. Taco Bell, this is horse shit. Please bring it back. But a fragrance, I think of the nose. I think of like what I smell, and then aroma, I think of like, I think of like the. So there's like I think of like the mouth, right? So there's scent. There's scent with the nose, and there's also scent with like the back of your mouth, right? And so that to me is the distinction of aroma and fragrance. All right. My pressure valve is definitely on now, which is great. I did get a little nervous about this pressure cooker because I don't know how to use it. But it's okay. It's okay. Huh. What have I been up to? Yo, I really want to play Mahjong. Anyone want to play Mahjong with me? I'm trying to like teach all my friends how to play Mahjong because I want to get them all to the point where I can bring your set over. I could bring my set over. I want to get to the point where I can play people for money, and eventually get good enough to go to those gambling dens. Low key, kind of serious, kind of not serious. Don't know if I'll ever actually go to a gambling den, but I think that I fucking do it. Yeah, truly. I just want to be one with the culture, guys. Like, I just want to be with the culture. I want the money. Well, hey, I'm getting kicked out of MSG primary ownership, so I need the money somehow, right? I found Ghost Stop. Yo, down for Ghost Stop. Those of you who don't know who Ghost Stop is a Korean game that was played in Minari. It's like Korean poker, a Korean gambling game. It's a lot of fun. I've been trying to learn how to play it. I found a link that will that you can play Mahjong on online. Maybe we can do that on stream sometime because I love Mahjong. I love Mahjong. Played a little bit of chess before last time on stream. Chess is always fun, but I've been in a bit of a chess rut lately because I don't want to learn openings because I'm lazy and yeah, mostly because I'm lazy and don't want to study that. But in order to improve at chess, I probably should. Been trying to just learn my fundamentals first, but you know how it is. All right. You're gonna destroy. You'll destroy me in Ghost Stop, is what you're saying, or you'll destroy me in Mahjong. Cause I'm gonna destroy you in all of it, bro. You know, do you know how to play Mahjong? Yo, I have a mahjong table here. Y'all should come over and play mahjong. I am so down to host a mahjong night. I've been trying to host mahjong nights for so long. One of my old coworkers gave me a bunch of tips to open a mahjong parlor, like a billiards hall, but like a mahjong hall. And he was like giving me like the full business model of it. I'm like, damn, this is real smart. Like, I could see this working. Maybe in a future life I will have a mahjong hall. Can that be an MSG vertical? A mahjong hall? Like, is that okay? Can we have that? I'd be down. I'd be down to have that. Have like a no money mahjong hall. Yeah, MSG mahjong pop up for real. Like a tea house. MSG mahjong like a tea house. And get lit and eat snacks. Yeah, lit, eat snacks, drink tea, tea snacks. It would be like high tea Chinese style, right? So, but like not dim sum, because like dim sum is kind of like high tea, but like not the dim sum format. I want to do high tea. I'll call my aunts. Joyce, who taught you how to owner approves? Joyce, who taught you how to play mahjong? And when did you learn? And also, I'm guessing you learned the like the Cantonese version of mahjong, right? Because I know the Fujianese version, which I prefer. But oh, your roommate taught you. Wow. And again, like the Cantonese version, right? Do you know all the hands, all like the point systems? Because I'm still trying to learn the point systems for the Cantonese version because the Fujianese version is different. Two-ish years ago. Nice. All right. Ugh, please cook faster. I'm so hungry. No, I let them do it for me. Oh. Also learned from a college roommate. So like that's the thing. I feel like most of the people, unless they like unless they like been playing mahjong, they don't actually know the point system of Cantonese mahjong, which to me is like pointless. Like if you don't know the point system of Cantonese mahjong, then like you're playing for like chicken hands all the time, and a chicken hand are a 0-point hand, which means that like you don't gain anything from it. So if you're gonna play that way, you might as well learn the Fujianese version. Is like how, at least like my opinion of it. Nightbot timed out Juice Chin. Nightbot, you're timing out Joyce. Why? Because she spammed cats. That's really funny. What did you spam? What are you spamming? Let's go, Nightbot. Nightbot, keeping it real. Keeping it real in here. Rip you. Aaron, did you learn the Cantonese version? No chicken out here. No chicken hands out here. Yeah, get those chicken hands out. You should learn. I will teach you the Fujianese version if you're down to learn, because that's the version I've been teaching most people. Guys, I'm so excited to get a new camera. We've been looking at cameras and like new equipment lately. I want to say Beijing version. I'm not familiar with the Beijing version. Maybe the Shanghai version? Though I'm not familiar with the Shanghai version either. There's like a Japanese version too. Also, there's a Jewish version. Shoutouts to, actually not shoutouts to this, but like, you know, we won't talk about that brand. That brand does not deserve a shout out at all. There's a you know, Karen opened up a mahjong set, mahjong brand before that we were not having it. Because my friend was actually going to gambling dens in Beijing. Yo, that's intense. That's intense, man. Gambling dens in China sounds hecka intense. Did you go with them, Martin, to the gambling dens? I'm down. I just want to play with my aunts when I go to Hong Kong. Yeah, my aunts and parents and grandparents won't play with me anymore, and I don't know why. I don't know if they just like don't want to play, or like they're like too old, or like I'm not good enough, but they don't want to play anymore. But my grandma was the one who taught me. My grandma and grandfather were the ones who taught me when I went to China in sixth grade. So I was about like 11, 12. And you never been in China? No, that's true. Yeah, because we've only went to Hong Kong together. You youngins wouldn't understand. Yeah, right. Yo, my grandma and grandpa taught me a lot when I was in China. I had nothing better to do. I like stayed home most of the time when I was in China. Because I didn't want to go outside. I was like young and like didn't know Chinese, didn't know how to speak the language very well, and so I was embarrassed. I also like spent most of my days eating KFC in China, which is friggin' lit. KFC in China is amazing. Your grandpa taught you Ghost Stop? Was the scene of your grandfather teaching you Ghost Stop like what happened in Minari? KFC egg tarts hit different. No, truly. Yo, what KFC like? the first phrase I learned how to say in Mandarin in China was "一个汉堡辣," which means like I want a hamburger spicy. But what's funny is that KFC they didn't have like hamburgers, right? They had the chicken burgers. So if you said hambao and it was hamburger, they gave you chicken burger. It was exactly what I wanted, right? But that's literally the first thing I learned, so that I can just order KFC by myself. They really made that film about me. Yeah, man. Minari was a great film. Do y'all think that Minari is gonna win? Was it Grammy or Oscar, whatever is like coming up, right? Do you think it's gonna win? It's nominated, no, for like Best Picture. Guys, it's working now. The pressure cooker is working. It was the pressure valve. Thank you. Oh shoot, what was? I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Eyes and Lows. There we go. I know it was Eyes and something. I was thinking of like the Taeyong song, Eyes, Nose, Lips, which is a great song by the way. Y'all don't know that song? You have to check out that song. It's a great song. I put Kevin on that song. Grammys are for music. Oh, sorry. I am not of this generation. I don't know this stuff. Oscar. Yeah, you think it's gonna win? I don't know. What's it up against? It's like up against it's up against No Man Land and like Oscar So White. Yo, like, all right. So that's the thing though. Like, some part of me feels like if Minari wins, it's like, is it just because like of like Oscar So White rhetoric? And like, is that like? It like takes away from the win a little bit, no? Like that's what I'm worried about. What else is big? Is Ma Rainey's Black Bottom being nominated? I still have to watch that one movie too. I think it had a Desi actor. Or a South Asian actor. A dub's a dub. I guess a dub's a dub. Yum. Alright. So this is gonna reduce down. It's gonna get saltier and sweeter, which is great. I want it like thick. And I'm gonna add that to the soup. Which reminds me, I will take out a bowl. I'm so sad because I only have these bowls for noodles and they barely fit all my udon. Y'all, speaking of noodles, though, I need to make more chili crisps. So I might make chili crisps soon. And we're trying to sell chili crisps too. Metalhead? Oh, is that the movie? That's the movie, right? That's like the one with the South Asian actor. Yeah, I want to watch that. Have you seen that, Stacy? And if you have, is it good? / where can I watch it? I don't even know what it's about. I don't even know what Metalhead is about. All I know is that there's like a South Asian actor in it. Man, I have not, but think it's on. Oh, it's on Prime. Nice. Okay, cool. I will check out Prime. Y'all, like, Amazon, I'm so conflicted about Amazon because, like, yes, Jeff Bezos and Amazon is evil, but, like, I really can't get past the convenience of it. I really don't know what to do. And I can't bring myself to not use Amazon, and it sucks. And that's such a dilemma because also in my head, I know that Amazon, like, the e-commerce doesn't actually make them that much money. They get most of their money through Amazon Web Services. So, like, me not using Amazon, like, their e-commerce isn't actually going to be, like, a detriment to them, right? Because, like, don't they technically lose money off of e-commerce? Also, I'm happy to say if any stonks, any R stonks people in here, Ethereum just went up and I made hella money on Ethereum. So yeah, sounds like you're part of the problem. I'm part of the. Am I part of the problem? Whoops. Oh, sound of metal. Okay, cool. Am I part of the problem? Oh yikes. Oh yikes. We can't have that. I can't be part of the problem. I'm trying to be a solution. Trying to be the solution. A solution. Yike. Big yike, y'all. Alright. 6 more minutes and let's see what this is. Easy clap. JK, but we can buy the camera from B&H. True. We can buy the... I thought your friend was going to sell it to me. No? I feel like I have to buy shit from Amazon anyways, though. So, should I just... No, I guess I don't need to do, like, the big orders. No real difference in, like, doing one big order on Amazon versus, like, splitting it up, right? They all come in fucking separate packages anyways these days. Stupid Amazon. I will say, it has been nice to return some Amazon items. Just by going to the UPS store and not even having to box it. It's about a metal band drummer. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. I'd watch that. You know what I watched recently that was, like, kind of weird? Shit, what was it called? Let me look it up. Let me look it up real quick. Let me look it up. Sorry, I got distracted by my notifications. Judas and the Black Messiah was so good. I really like Judas and the Black Messiah. I heard one person give, like, a negative response on Judas and the Black Messiah, but the response was that, like, they thought that Lakeith's character was the main character when it should have been Daniel Kaluuya? I'm so bad at, like, names. Shirley said Sound of Metal is a much watch about metal drummer that went deaf. Oh, okay. I will check that out. Yeah, I really like Judas and the Black Messiah, though. But yeah, the commentary was that, like, it centered the person who killed the person who was, like, the spy for Black Panthers, and which, like, they felt like iffy, well, like, weird about. I thought it was fine. I didn't really get, like, that character as like the hero in this. Like, I think they were saying that, like, it made you empathize with them. But, like, we can empathize with people, but still understand that they're bad, or, like, that, like, shit should have went differently. But yeah, I am excited to watch The Sound of Metal. Where did she watch it, Cindy? Oh, I was looking up what movie I just watched. What did I just watch? How do I? Can you not see, like, the movies that you just watched? Bro, why is technology so hard for me? What was I watching? Oh, I'll watch it again. There we go. This will tell me, I think. I was watching... I just watched Brokeback Mountain for the first time. It's on Prime. Nice. Okay, I will watch it. Maybe I'll watch it tonight, even. Let's see. I was watching... Is it on here? Is it on this list? Not Irishman. I watched The Kindergarten Teacher recently. That was a fucking weird movie, too. Wow, I've been watching hella movies. What's the movie? What's it called? Y'all, my memory is trash. How do y'all train your memory, practice memory, and train your memory up? Because I need that. My memory is too bad. Y'all should watch Dolomite Is My Name because with Eddie Murphy, because that's a great movie. Just a quick shout out to that. I can't find it. I'm sorry. I watched this like random indie movie. Basically, it was like an indie, like almost like an art house movie. Pretty interesting. It was on Netflix. Let's see if I can find the name of it at some other point in time. But wasn't mad about it. It was about like this family that where they didn't believe in like the system, right? So they lived in like an RV, like a mobile home, and the father basically taught the kids like everything they need to know. They're incredibly smart kids. The oldest son got into like all the Ivy League schools. Stop doing drugs. Take some fish oil. Stop doing drugs. Promising young woman was good IMO. Hey Felicia, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for coming on to stream. Also, thank you for the follow from like was it last week or something. We're making beef noodle soup. Stop doing drugs. Maybe hard to do that. Hard to do that. They're so good though. Stacy. How could you tell me that? But anyways, yeah, this movie was about this family, and then like they were ready for the beef nudes. Yeah, honestly, me too. I love taking Tylenol when I have a headache. Yeah, true, right? I need my sleep aid at night. Sometimes I can't sleep. I need my sleep aid. Need my melatonin. Like, are vitamins drugs? Like, can we talk about that real quick? Do you think vitamins are drugs? Because I take my vitamins in the morning. I take my antidepressants in the morning. Like, that's a drug. Yeah, so this movie was... It was really interesting. I thought it was interesting because it like combated the school system and like really painted in a light like the problem with like schooling, like public schooling. But then at the end of it, like spoilers alert, but at the end of it, like they all just like reverted back to society kind of anyway. So it was like kind of weird. I don't know. Yeah, you should have seen it earlier, Felicia. That I was having troubles with my pressure cooker, so I had to restart it like 3 times. But it's almost done. 15 seconds until I check where the beef is at, and hopefully it'll be ready that I can just throw in the daikon and cook it again for another like maybe 15 minutes or so, and then I'll finally be able to eat. I hope at least. Woo! Scared the shit out of me. Man, pressure cookers are scary. I'm so scared. You know what, too? I feel like I never put on the pressure valve when I was cooking rice in this either. So I wonder if that, like... Because I've been noticing my rice gets a little harder. Like, oh, it smells great. It smells like beef noodle soup. Wow. I want to see where my pare is at. Oh, that's good. Yum. Ooh, spicy. Is that loud? Is the steam loud on chat? Can you hear that on stream? Look at the steam release. Alright, release faster, steam, please. I want to see my noodles. I want to see not my noodles, my beef. My pot of water is boiling. Good thing the udon is already like cooked and it's frozen, so it won't take too long. I want to smell it. Yo, come over. Yo, come through. Come through. Here. Can you smell it? Can you smell it through chat? I'm trying to wave it to you. It smells like the aromatics. It smells like all the spices. That's what it smells. Dude, people have been saying that since I was a kid. Like, why isn't it a thing yet? We have electric cars now. Yo, Elon Musk, get on that shit. Please, smell-o-vision. Steam is dangerous. Be careful. Yeah. My in high school, one of my teachers was telling me a story about like someone he knew, but he was it a teacher? Maybe I saw it on a TV show. I don't remember at all. I think I actually saw it on a TV show, but like they test like the pipes, like the steam pipes, and instead of usually like using like a broom or something like something wooden that will cut with there's like a leak, he used his fingers, and he went through, and when he got to the part where there's a hole, his fingers just like sliced right off from the steam and burned. It was ridiculous. It was crazy. Oh my god, the vision of that was like insane. Again, can't remember if that was a high school teacher or like from TV. Definitely watched a bunch of TV growing up, so they all kind of mix in between. But hey, I was living my childhood. All right. Yeah. Right. Yikes. I was getting impatient, so I twisted off my pressure cooker, but now it won't let me open it. This machine is too complicated for me. I think like this machine, like smart fridges, are also like very complicated for me. Um, Surprisingly, what's not complicated is my sous vide machine, but I like that because I just I set a temperature and I set a time and I press go. Like that's what I need for this. Ooh, all right. Ooh wee. Let's see. Let's see where we're at. Are you tender? I'm kind of tender. Okay, let's see. You definitely look like beef noodle soup. Okay, let's take a piece of beef out. Let's see if it's tender. Let's see the beef. Let me take it over. Alright, you see this? This is what I'm talking about. This like tissue over here, that white part. That's what I grew up with, like eating something like this. And it kind of just adds like texture to it. So I'm gonna try a piece of this, see if it's tender. I'm not worried about it being like super duper tender, but because we are gonna cook it again with the daikon. But it looks pretty tender. Seems pretty tender. Ooh, it's hot. Okay, so I can cut it with a spoon. Pretty good. Alright, I will eat that. I'm gonna throw in my daikon and then cook this again for another probably same thing, like 15 for maybe I'll see if I can find I wonder if there is a manual cook on this. Alright, so daikon is going in. Pop that in. Alright, pop on my lid. Make sure that my steam valve is closed this time. I will, let's see, can I cancel this? And then I want to pressure cook. Is there a manual? Oh, there's a custom. Oh my god, amazing. Alright. I will turn it to 9 psi for 10 minutes. How do I start? Start. Nice. Nice, amazing. Amazing, we did it. We found the custom. It was all the way on the bottom. I just had to read. Yeah. This is the texture you get after like 3-4 hours of cooking. I'm convinced. I'm convinced after eating that pressure cookers are worth it. Even if they scare me, even if they're a little more too high tech for my puny brain, I think they're worth it. That was great. That was like 3 hours of cooking, ideally done in like 15 minutes, but it took me a little longer because I'm an old man. Oh right, true. At the end though, I won't take it right now. So this is gonna heat up 10 minutes in the pressure cooker. Hopefully the daikon will be done and not too mushy. That's something I'm worried about too, if it's gonna be too mushy. I don't think it should be. In the meantime, I'm gonna blanch these vegetables in my pot of boiling water in the back over here, and then take them out just to have them ready. So blanch these. This is just water. I didn't even salt it. Chinese people don't salt their water. Don't know why. But hey, years, right? Centuries of tradition. So who am I to question? These are just gonna blanch really quickly, literally like 30 seconds. I'll put them back on here, and I'll rinse them with cold water. Right, this is going in. Rinse these off with cold water. Ooh. Guys, this is like later than I usually eat, so I'm a little hangry right now, but it's okay. It's okay. It would have been faster if I knew how to use a pressure cooker. All right, cool. Vegetables are blanched. They feel cooked. What I'm feeling is that like they're soft, right? They're slightly crunchy. They're not breaking as I press them. I can try one if I wanted to, but it's just gonna taste like a blanched vegetable. Now we're just aligning them so they look pretty. One, just in case. That's a good green. Yeah, it's a type of bok choy. Like of the same family. It's good. It's like grassy. Definitely tastes a little grassy, which I like. I used to in college. I ate raw broccoli with every meal. Lost 15 pounds. Raw broccoli diet. Swear by it. Literally just a plate of raw broccoli. That's all I ate with my like dining hall meals. So I ate like actual food too. But I lost 15 pounds. It was great. Alright, 10 minutes for this. This is preheating. That's one thing about pressure cookers too, I don't know, that like, you have to like weigh in, because it takes a bit of time for it to preheat and get it up to pressure, unfortunately. But I think it tastes good, right? I'm pretty excited for this. Tiffany, if you're still in chat, I will totally sell you a quart of this, and I think you'll be a happy camper. I will sell anyone who wants this a quart of it. The caveat is that you do have to pick it up, because I don't want to be traveling to different places. But if you do pick it up, let me know when you come, and you might get dinner with me out of it, because I make dinner anyways usually, so might as well. Good for cutting season, truly. Truly good for cutting season. You know, I've been listening to a lot of records from the 70s lately. Random records. And I've realized that I kind of literally like that music. Like, it's like jazzy records, but like Japan was killing the game with those records. And I found this like random Japanese artist that like made this record called like African Beats. Hella weird, but kind of good. I'm surprised people aren't sampling him more. And I really want to see the day where like rappers sample some of these records that I've been listening to. Maybe they are. Maybe I'm just like ignorant, which is totally fine. Like it totally could be ignorant. So I was just checking on my pot. I don't want it to over reduce. Remember, we took out like a little scoop of soup because I originally thought that was too much soup in here, but it was really just a pressure valve. But it worked out because now I'm gonna reduce it down and make it a tare, and that will add a little more body, a little more depth, and a little intensity to the final dish too. I'm just excited for this to cook. I am so hungry. Oh man. What's up in chat? Like, where are y'all up to? Just chilling at home? Yeah. Felicia, do you stream today? I forget when you said you streamed. Felicia over here, Felicia, streams as well. Cindy, you're still working? That sucks. Oh, man. Yeah, I heard that you're working both LA and New York hours, which is bullshit. You're just chilling on my second monitor while I'm doing work. Word. What kind of work? Are you doing MSG work? Arcturus, yeah, you're just at home. Cool, man. that's chilling at home. I mean, I guess it is Thursday night, right? Senior project. What's your senior project? Anything cool? Anything cool and exciting? Do you have to write a thesis, or are you like an art student? I forget. You're like an art student, right? I have a piece of like meat, of like the stringy meat in between my teeth, and it's hella annoying right now. Oh, nice, I got it out. 15-page thesis. I'm so lucky that I'm so happy that I went to school for engineering and did not have to write a thesis. Wouldn't have no idea what to write a thesis on, and theses sound freaking intense. Instead, I just had to do a senior project. It was a group project and it was great. You opening up a restaurant for your senior project? Yo, that's sick. That's sick. What kind of restaurant? What kind of restaurant are you opening for your project? Is it like a marketing thing? Like, are you designing like the marketing for it, or like is it business? Like, what's the point? Ooh. All right, that's exactly what I want it to be. Ooh, wee. That's delicious. Oh man. All right. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to prepare my bowl. So I'm going to do this like they do it in ramen. So I'm going to add a spoonful of oil, of fat, maybe a spoonful and a half because it's a little feeling a little naughty today. Then a spoonful of tare as well. A little extra. Then I'll add in my noodles once this is done. And then put in, or add in my broth and then put in the noodles. For thesis class, you have a thesis class? There's a thesis class? We had to write about a societal problem. So I wrote about the food waste and lack of cooking education. Oh, sick. Sick. We should have a conversation about that. I probably have some opinions on that topic. So I'm rendering the restaurant. I'm creating ads and making a website. Cool. That's sick. Did you learn anything interesting about societal problems that the food world is facing? It's still getting up to pressure. It hasn't even started cooking yet. So sad. A typo? What did you make of a typo? I don't even see the typo. I should wear my glasses. Dude, I'm getting old. My eyes are getting worse. I can't read chat anymore. Cook faster. I yeeted my entire thesis from my brain when the semester started. Sean is 18 going on 80 confirmed. What does that mean? What do you mean? Oh, like I'm 18 going on 80? Is that what you mean? I don't. Is that what you meant? Means you old as fuck. Dude, I am old, man. Like, this, I mean, I'm happy that like it's become part of my brand, which is cool. But like sometimes I feel like out of place, you know. I'm like I really truly have like an old person spirit, which is a little funny if you hang out with me, because I both act like an 80-year-old man and also like an 8-year-old child at the same time, which is fun for me, possibly fun for you. I did grow up too fast. Honestly, I had to grow up really fast because I worked in restaurants, and like Stacy and I were running restaurants when we were freaking in like middle school together. So it was crazy. It's crazy stuff. But hey, like I am who I am because of that, and like I wouldn't have asked to be anyone different than that. Oh. All right, guys, y'all, do you wanna let's name the pressure cooker on stream right now. What should we name the pressure cooker? True, and we love that about you. Thank you, Martin. What should we name this pressure cooker? Please, I need chat ideas to name our pressure cooker. I will label the pressure cooker with this name. All right. Martin? Do you know how to do polls in chat? Because I have no idea. I think there's like a poll command in Fortnite bot, but I've never used it before. Janice. All right, so I have Janice as an option. Free chili oil, good to the punniest name. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for that. Best name that gets voted on. can get a free bottle of chili oil or a free jar of chili oil. Girly Girl 970, thank you for the follow. Does it have to be the punniest name, or can it just be like the best name? I'm down for a punny name too. But yeah, let's name this pressure cooker on stream. I'm a fan of naming my vessels, because these are like I'm allergic to most animals, so these are kind of like my babies, and like it's funny because I like wake up in the morning, I like say good morning to like my kitchen and like my curtains and shit like that. I find it hella funny. You might find it hella weird, but hey, that is me. Urssure. All right, Urssure. We have Urssure. We have Janice. Let me see if I can figure out how to make pulls on this. I wonder what this does. Diamond, because they form under pressure. Oh, okay, interesting. Does that work? Invalid parameter. Possible parameters. New result. Okay, I don't know how to use this function, but let's do like 1, 2, 3. Right. 1 is going to be Janice. 2 will be Urssure. And 3 will be... You need the login code for my phone? Alright, I got you. Oh, I just got it. Alright, word. Copy. All right, I sent it to you. We're making beef noodle soup. We are making beef noodle soup. Thank you, Nightbot. We are making beef noodle soup. You are correct. Cook faster. All right, almost done. I am so excited to eat. So excited. Yeah, we watched, Martin and I, and I don't know if Stacey tuned in too, but we were watching Rubius, like a big Twitch streamer in Spain, I think, doing a cooking stream the other day. It's actually kind of funny, because this began in Martin was saying that it was really funny how he was speaking in Spanish, but then would say like poggers or like you know, shit like that. Yeah, you can subscribe for free using Twitch Prime. I don't know if we have 50 followers yet, but once we do, hit me with those Twitch Primes. Please. We have Diamond, Urssure, and was it Janice? No, I thought we had Janice as well. You forgot Janice. Why aren't you getting up the pressure faster? That's cheating. Wait, Joyce, you can have 2 options. Is it cheating? You know, like I'm kind of the opinion that, you know, like I'll allow it. We only got 3 options, right? Unless someone else can come up with a name. Host picks, which option? Janice is easier to say than Cheshire. Is it Cheshire or Cheshire? I would probably prefer Janice because it'd be easier to say. Cheshire? Oh, because pressure? Cheshire? How about like Usher? Can we name my pressure cooker Usher? What if we name my pressure cooker Usher but spelled like pressure, but with a U? Can that be an option too? That'll be the 4th option. USSURE. Usher. Is he trying to give himself a chili crisp? I think so. Let's ignore it. All right. Someone else type in chat that exact suggestion, and we'll word. Word. All right. Word. I think we won, guys. I think we all won here. Usher is my pick. Kick W. Yeah. All right, Martin. That's the 4th. That's the 3rd, I guess. Usher, Janice, and diamond. Let's start the poll. Let's get the poll running. Urssure the pressure cooker. I'm down. Cheshire the pressure cooker is also cool. Janice the pressure cooker, or Diamond the pressure cooker. Urssure Raymen. Urssure Raymen is that's the full name. Cause is that his last name? I did not know his last name was Raymen. Urssure Raymen. Urssure Raymen. That's hella funny. I like that a lot. Should we even do the poll? Is it game over? Are we GGs? Are we GGs? Is it just Urssure Raymen now? No poll needed. All right. I think we're in consensus here. I think the chat has spoken. Oh shit! I spelled it wrong already. I think that wins. All right. Time to make its name tag. Here, I got it. Oh wait, hold on. I have another idea. I'll be right back, stream. I'll be right back. Alright, chat, I'm back. I just need to get my thicker tape. Did we just agree on the internet? Raymen. Oh, Urssure Raymen. Yes. Should we spell it Raymen too? Like that? Like R-A-Y? Or just pronounce it that way? I feel like people won't know to pronounce it that way unless I spell it out that way. What do you think? All right, is it Raymen with a Y? I think it could be Raymen with a Y. I'm down for that. All right, chat. Y'all see this? Oh, nice! It finally got under pressure. Thank you, Urssure Raymen. Can y'all see this? Oh, it's too bright. Put it back. Put it up here. I turned this light off. Here, I got you. I got this. Hello, my name is Urssure Raymen. Gonna go right here. Over the brand. Over the branding. Beautiful. Look at that. That's amazing. We just named my pressure cooker Urssure Raymen on chat. I love that. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. I love this. Y'all, we are having so much fun here. Yo, we can name all of my equipment. I have so much equipment that we can name. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a name for everyone. It's like my friend owns a bunch of pushins and has named all of them, and it's amazing. They made a whole presentation on all of her pushins, and it was so funny. It was great. Urssure? Why is it why Urssure? Not Urssure. Urssure. Yeah, why is it Urssure instead of Urssure? Yeah, clip that shit. Wait, Stacey, I don't get why it's Urssure. Should it be Urssure? Should I have a U in there? Should it be UR? It's Urssure, baby. Should I rename this? Should I have an R here so it's URSS? Do I need to revise this? UR. All right. URSS, right? URSSURE. Is that the consensus that we've reached? All Alright, chat, we're doing it. We're renaming this. Urssure Raymen. For sure. Alright, y'all. Alright. Oh no, I hit the camera. V2. V2. How we doing? Am I still in frame? Look at me talking like I know camera lingo when I don't. Alright, going on right here. There we go. There we go. We named it. We did it. That was fun. It's Urssure, baby. All right, fine. He just started saying his name like that later in his career. I see. That's how Ludacris pronounced Usher. Ah. I don't know any of this pop culture at all. I don't understand pop culture. Pop culture continues to change, and I cannot keep up. I swear to you, I just learned what memes were like 2 years ago. It was maybe like a year ago. So like I just finally understood memes like a year and a half ago maybe. So I am behind in the times. I was the type of kid who would say like, I remember when I was like in high school, I was looking up things like cuckoo cuckoo like and learning what that meant. And like, what was another thing I learned? Cuckoo cuckoo. I would say like, well, I'll be a blue-nosed gopher, but that was from my chem teacher. My chem teacher would say this shit like that all the time. Well, I'll be a blue-nosed gopher. What if my grandma had wheels? She'd be a wagon. He'd say stuff like that all the time, and I just kind of adopted all that. I am just an old soul in spirit. Oh, 5 minutes. All right, cool. I'm gonna drop my noodles in. Turn this fire on again. Drop my noodles, and then we can finally see, like from the Beatles song. I don't know. I have no idea what the reference is. Honestly, he just said it, so no idea. I forgot to turn on my lights today. Look at that. Ooh. Oh. Martin convinced me to get these lights, but I think it's lit. We need like a DJ on set. We need some like DJ music or something like that to really set the vibe. It you, Martin. Where's our headbangers? Do people still headbang at like raves? Is that a thing? Or is that just like, is that strictly still like a Jersey thing? Like the Jersey headbang was a thing, right? Like I'm not crazy, am I? No? You don't know about the Jersey headbang? That's a thing, right? Like, come on. Do people still headbang at raves, Sheldon? You just show us the Jersey headbang. It's just like this, you know. They just go like this. Give us a demo. Yo, speaking of like throwbacks to 2000s, I was literally belting Remembering Sunday by All Time Low today. It was a fucking mood. It was it was wonderful. But yeah, you do this, right? Sometimes at the rock shows, you throw up the rock side, you go, right? I usually just do the finger, right? I just do, not the little finger, but you know, not the middle finger. All Time Low was so good. Yo, I was listening to, like I said, Remembering Sunday live, and I was belting that shit. That was one of the first songs I learned all the lyrics to. Alright, my noodles are almost done. My soup is almost done. We're recruiting for karaoke. Yo, do they have all-time low at karaoke? I've never seen all-time low at a single karaoke spot. Like, literally, I just do the finger. Home karaoke. Yeah, home karaoke. For sure. Down for home karaoke. Always down for home karaoke. Down to do like a housewarming, like maybe in the summer when we're all like mostly when we're all like vaccinated. I am super down to do a home karaoke because that'd be freaking lit. That'd be so much fun. All right, noodles are almost there. My water wasn't like fully boiling, which is fine. These noodles don't take that long to cook, and they're so thick that they don't really get too mushy. Again, pros of the thick noodle gang. Late night drunchies, D-Gen karaoke street. Sounds fun to me, man. Sounds like a good time. Like, I would be down to do that. I really hope these daikon didn't like get too mushy. It's like one thing I'm worried about right now. Man, I feel so much energy from like being streaming. I really do like streaming. I didn't have to fumble around with tech today because like I was just doing the one camera, which is great. Dude, I really miss my drunk cooking too. Like truly. Hey, I keep a little bit underneath here just in case. But cheers to that. Cheers to that, chat. Cheers to that. I miss my drunk cooking as well. Drunk cooking is so much fun. You degenerate. Yo, sorry. Blow that out. We don't want Twitch to come after us. Yeah. Water of the gods. Clipping it. It's a Thursday. Turn up Thursday. Thirsty Thursdays. All right. 25 seconds. Oh my god. I'm so excited. 25 seconds. 25 seconds. This looks great. It smells like beef fat and tare. And then I'm gonna add in a ladle full of beef. Add in my of the ladle full of the soup first. Add in my noodles. Top it off with some toppings. Oh, amazing! Ah! There's a release button. I'm impatient. What kind of texture are you aiming for with the daikon? I don't like daikon when it's too mushy, so I want it to still retain texture and shape, and not disintegrate. So when you cook daikon for too long, it just like breaks apart and gets super mushy. I want a little bit of chew-someness. I want when I'm able to bite down, I should not have any give to it, but it should remain. I should be able to see the bite. Kind of like a properly cooked, properly smoked pork rib. Amazing. Is it done? It's not done yet. All right. Now are you done? Oh, still not done. Oh, it smells great. Whew, I smell the star anise now. Yeah, and the cardamom. And the clove. I smell a lot of the spices now. Out on gloves, please. What? Put on gloves? Put on gloves for what? Why? Why do I need to put on gloves for? Gloves for what? Oh shit, my noodles. Steam hot. Oh, you're saying put on gloves for like my safety. It's okay, I'm not anywhere near the steam. I'm fine. It's fine. We're fine. Alright, it's almost done. Yo, I was frying what was it? I was frying like potatoes or something the other day. and some oil splattered right here, right underneath my eye, and I have a bird mark now. For the aesthetic, what, a single white glove, is that the aesthetic we're looking for? I don't even, do I own gloves? I have mittens. Will mittens work? Do you want me to put on mittens, chat? Dude, pressure cooker, on point. I'm scared of it again, like still, but on point. Lab goggles. I should have stole more when I worked at Johnson & Johnson. Because I would have taken some lab goggles and some like test tubes and shit like that. I bet my cousin could get me some lab goggles. I was like, so I used to work at the Science Learning Center, which was like, I used to like work in the labs, the science labs in college for like work study. And I would just have to clean the labs in the mornings or in the afternoons, right? It was a very easy job, very simple job. I would steal like lab coats and like gloves and goggles all the time because my Halloween outfits for in college were always, I tried to be like Dexter from Dexter's Lab because we had the purple gloves and the white coats. So I would do that a lot. I think I can just do that. Nice. Oh, no. Open faster! You need those lab goggles. Damn, Sean. The klepto caught in 4K. Just a little bit, y'all. Only from institutions, okay? Only from, like, corporations and franchises. Don't ever steal from a... Don't ever let me catch you stealing from a mom and pop shop, alright? I will beat your ass. Seth shoes only in 720. Yo, called out. Yo, is this even 720? Like, is that even? Is it even at 720? Open for me. I wanna eat. Oh. I think this daikon. I don't know if this daikon is cooked yet. I'm already. The grandma coming out. Oh, it is cooked. Nice. They're super soft. Oh my god, amazing. Alright. So we're gonna take some of this broth. Actually, I want to try some of this first. Let me try some first. Oh man, this looks amazing. If I'm hungry, yo, same. Ooh, alright, good. Spicy. Alright, broth. Have a little broth. And then in with the noodles. Right. Oh, right. Picture. I really did forget. I really did forget. So if you didn't remind me, I totally would not have taken a picture. Bring you some of this. Oh, Stacy, we finished. I sold all of my mole dumplings. So there's no more of that. Oh, did it get scorched? Oh no, it's fine. This one I should have plenty left. So I should be able to bring you some. Unless people buy it, which I did offer. All right, cool. Fine. Okay, give this a little zhuzh. Add in, pick out some daikon in here. So look, this daikon, I'll show you later. But this daikon is soft, tender. The beef is also soft and tender. I'm gonna add some of this beef on here. Ooh, nice, amazing. And then finally, some of these greens. These greens on like this. Beautiful. All right, take a picture so Martin doesn't yell at me. Actually, chat, buy this. Yeah, chat, buy this. Take a picture of the creation. Beautiful. And now let me bring it over to chat to show y'all. All right, y'all. Ooh, hot. All right, now, can you see this? Can y'all see? Ooh. This way. Looks pretty good, right? Looks pretty legit. Now let's try it. Let's eat. Let's eat on stream and make everyone jealous. Wow. Am I straight? Is this straight? Yo, you straight? Alright, let me tilt it up a little bit more. Once I get my new camera, hopefully we won't need to do any of this. I'm not straight, but it's okay. When you can make me fresh veg when I come over. Do you have a pressure cooker? If you have places to get this stuff, yeah, I can make it. Alright, let's try this. I want to try the soup first. The soup should be nice and rich. Remember, we did this like kind of like in the ramen style, so we added fat and a tare to it first, and then we added our broth. Oh, that's good. I think I could use actually even like a splash more soy sauce because I like that like saltiness. This tastes like really rich and spicy. Ooh. Oh, so good. This is like sweet, kind of that Hong Shao flavor. Taste some of this beef. Look how soft this is. Oh yeah. Oh, that's great. Yum. All right, noodles. Anyone ever watched Tom Popo? If not, you should. But they describe in a really funny scene how to eat ramen, and it's amazing. Those are good. All right, now the daikon. All right, so the daikon, look, tender enough for me to cut it with a chopstick, but doesn't disintegrate. You want slurping ASMR? How do I do that? Here, let me bring this in. Do I need to like turn up the volume for the mic to do ASMR? I don't really know how that works. But I'll try. I'll try just for you, chat. Was that good? Did that work? Was that slurping ASMR enough? Should I do it again? I can do another one. Was that better? Was that good? Oh, there's so much fat in this. I love this. Oh my god. You hear the crunch of the vegetables? Oh, this is so good. Wow. Wow, I am a firm convert. You're like, oh, where are your equipment, babies? Ha. Oh. That's right. This is my mic. Alright, y'all. That was delicious. Job well done. I think any additions I would make would actually just make the sauce a little bit saltier. It is a little one note. It's not like one note. Maybe add a little bit less chilies to it. A little bit less chilies. A little bit more soy. And a touch more MSG. But I think overall this is delicious. This is great. Job well done for me. Thank you all for joining us in chat. Never add less chilies. All right, fine. Yeah, it's not that spicy. I think what I needed probably was just like less, or maybe more spices, right? And I think maybe I should marinate. I should add hoisin sauce. That's what I should add. Add additional hoisin sauce. I didn't have hoisin sauce, so I think additional hoisin sauce would help a lot actually. A touch more MSG. Just a touch, just a little bit. I always used to tell people that, like, you know, when they ask when people ask, "Oh, do you use MSG in your cooking?" My response was always like, when I have to, right? Because like us as people who use MSG in our cookings, we know when to use MSG, right? And we know when we don't need it, right? But that's intuitive for us. How about some soup slurping action? Oh. You know what I like about this too is that like there's a lot of ginger in this, so the broth is like pretty gingery. I'm adding just a splash of this tare a little bit more, just because I want this flavor to bump up a little bit more. There's so much fat in this that like we really need that like salt to kind of kick through. I would even add in a splash of black vinegar. Could be good in this too, but you always a little bit, just a little tiny bit. You know, a little bit never hurt anyone. I always tell people though that remember if you're adding an MSG, watch your salt, right? Watch your sodium levels because you're adding in sodium to your dishes, so you always want to balance your right. You always add a little bit of black vinegar, right? I've heard that too. This could use it. Actually, I'm gonna try that. I have a little bit of black vinegar, so I'm gonna try that. A splash of black vinegar. Not too much, just a little bit. Just at the end here. I wish I had some aromatics. Like I really want some like cilantro with this or something like that. All right. Oh yeah, that vinegar really was great. Great add. Okay. All right. Thanks, y'all. I think we'll close that stream for today. Thank y'all for coming. It was a fun one. I really had a lot of fun today. Definitely picked up my mood a lot too. So thank you for chatting. Thanks for coming to stream. We'll see you, I guess, Sunday. Don't know what I'm making yet, but we'll figure out something. Take care. So long. Have a good night. Remember to cherish our elders and reach out to a loved one. Send everyone you know love. Thank you for coming.